कहते हैं अगर किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है.
You've heard this line, right? But have you ever stopped and asked, where did these words actually come from? The line from Om Shanti Om, a 2007 Indian film, is almost a direct translation of what Coelho writes. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. Cinema borrowed the words, but the soul was always here, because this dialogue didn't start with a movie. It started with a book, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. And trust me, once you know this, you won't hear that line the same way again. Hi everyone out there, I am Afreen. We at The Creator like to highlight and suggest that we feel you should experience yourself. I just finished reading The Alchemist, and I had to talk about it. Not as a review, but as someone who felt something shift inside. This book doesn't scream motivation. It doesn't act smart. It just quietly messes with your head. The story is about a guy named Santiago, a shepherd. No big dreams on paper, but he keeps seeing the same dream again and again, about a treasure near the pyramids of Egypt. And instead of ignoring it like most of us do, he listens. That one decision changes his life, because let's be honest, dreams don't disappear. We just stop respecting them. There's a moment where Santiago meets the king of Salem. The king talks about something called a personal legend, basically the one thing you're meant to do in this life. And then he drops this truth bomb. People don't give up on dreams because they fail. They give up because it becomes uncomfortable. Because most of us don't quit suddenly. We slowly adjust. We compromise. We settle. After that, he sells his sheep, his safety, his comfort, and just walks into the unknown. And life doesn't clap for him. That line hit way too close. He gets robbed, gets stuck, ends up working in a crystal shop. This character, the crystal merchant, this guy has a dream too. He wants to go to Mecca, but he's afraid, so he keeps postponing it. One day becomes 1 year. 1 year becomes a lifetime. He's not miserable, but he's not alive either. That part genuinely hurt to read, because it shows something scary. Some people don't fail at life. Just underline it. Some people don't fail at life. They just survive it. That's what this book does differently. It doesn't romanticize dreams. It shows you the price, fear, loneliness, self-doubt. By the time Santiago reaches the desert, you realize something uncomfortable. The treasure was never the point. The change was. Now about the man who wrote this, Paulo Coelho. This book was rejected, again and again. Publishers laughed it off. It failed initially, but Coelho didn't stop believing in it. Today, The Alchemist has sold over 150 million copies, translated into 80+ languages. And here's the wild part. No official movie has ever been made on this book. Yet almost every filmmaker knows it, because its philosophy is already living inside cinema. There's a point in the book where Santiago is told, listen to your heart. Not your fear, not society, not logic. Your heart. Because your heart knows when you're lying to yourself. And honestly and seriously, I am telling you, that line stayed with me long after I closed the book. We're taught very early to shut our heart up. Be practical. Be realistic. Be safe. This book gently reminds you, being safe is not the same as being fulfilled. I'm not saying this book will magically fix your life. It won't. But it might remind you of a dream you quietly abandoned because life happened. I'm sharing this because the energy of this book stayed with me. And maybe you need it right now. So the next time you hear that line, Kisi cheez ko shiddat se agar chaho, just remember, it came from a book that asks one simple question. Are you still brave enough to follow what you truly want? And if that question makes you uncomfortable, yeah, you should probably read The Alchemist. Thank you for being to the end with me. A genuine request to subscribe. And if you like what I shared with you today, stay connected with me so that I can remind you every time you change the lane to your destination. Take risk and stay high on your goals.